Forests, a group of trees covering a large area, serve as the heart of the water cycle. In fact, recent studies indicate that in regions like the Amazon basin, up to 50% of annual precipitation originates from the forest itself, with this figure rising to 70% during the late dry season. In other words, forests not only depend on rain but they also help Mother Earth create it. But how true is the statement that trees make rain? And what would happen if 100,000 trees were planted in the desert? This video seeks to really understand how trees are related to the hydrological cycle and the science behind that. If it is your first time here, please subscribe and join this community of science enthusiasts. Trees contribute to rainfall through transpiration, the process by which plants absorb water from the soil and release it into the air through their leaves as vapor. As this vapor rises, it cools and condenses around solid particles such as dust and pollen grains. This leads to the formation of clouds that eventually bring rain. But this process is a little bit different in tropical forests. Here, evapotranspiration, a combination of evaporation from surfaces and transpiration from plants, is responsible for up to 41% of total rainfall in some regions. This means forests act as massive water pumps, continuously recycling moisture into the atmosphere and fueling the rainfall cycle. But forests are only found in specific regions. Most of us, on the other hand, live in towns and cities where trees are either scattered or just absent. Why then do we get rain? Individual trees or small clusters in non-forested areas help maintain the hydrological cycle. These trees, however few, increase soil permeability, reduce surface runoff, and add moisture to the atmosphere. Their contribution is significantly smaller than that of dense forests. But this doesn't mean they should be cut down. It is their small contribution that sustains their immediate environment, creating what is called a microclimate. If you have lived in a compound with at least one or two trees, you can notice the stark difference compared to a place with no trees at all. But here's the catch: while most forests help maintain rainfall, certain tree species can reduce soil moisture. Some fast-growing species, particularly those used in commercial plantations, have high water demands and can dry out the soil. Remember, trees for commercial use are eventually cut down. This leaves the soil exposed for a few weeks or months, and in this way, the water cycle of that region and its surrounding gets disrupted. Additionally, forests with low biodiversity and poor water retention characteristics can lead to lower soil moisture content. The lower the soil moisture content, the lower the transpiration, the lower the rainfall amount. With that in mind, we asked ourselves, can planting trees really reverse desertification? In many cases, reforestation has been shown to restore rainfall patterns and combat desertification. Large-scale projects in countries like China, India, and Brazil have successfully improved soil moisture and increased precipitation in degraded areas. But this success also depends on choosing the right species, maintaining soil health, and ensuring long-term sustainability. Despite these potential benefits, large-scale tree planting faces challenges. It requires significant financial investment, long-term maintenance, and careful species selection. In some cases, poor planning has led to negative ecological effects, such as planting water-intensive species in dry regions, further depleting water resources. Additionally, land use conflicts between agriculture, urban development, and conservation efforts make large-scale reforestation difficult. One of the biggest drivers of deforestation is agriculture, but clearing forests for crops has unintended consequences for rainfall. This is because farm crops' transpiration impact is much smaller than that of forests for several reasons. Firstly, forests have taller, denser canopies and deep roots that pull more water from the soil, whereas crops are short both in size and root depth. This means they release less moisture into the air. Secondly, unlike forests, crops are often harvested, leaving bare soil exposed for months, disrupting moisture recycling. Thirdly, forests trap moisture and reduce evaporation losses, while croplands expose soil to direct sunlight, increasing dryness. Finally, deforestation leads to reduced soil permeability and lower groundwater retention, further decreasing available moisture. Studies show that large-scale deforestation in the Amazon could cause annual precipitation declines of approximately 8%, affecting not only local agriculture, but also regional weather patterns. In short, while agriculture is essential, replacing forests with crops weakens the water cycle and leads to long-term droughts. It is also important to note that removing trees doesn't just affect the local environment, it impacts entire regions. Moisture from forests travels long distances, bringing rain to areas far from the deforestation site. When large forests are cleared, downwind areas experience drier conditions, lower crop yields, and increased desertification. In some cases, neighboring countries can suffer from reduced rainfall due to deforestation in a distant region. This means forest loss is not just a local issue, it's a global climate concern. The good news is that reversing deforestation is possible. Individuals, communities, and governments can make a difference by protecting existing forests from unnecessary clearing, participating in tree planting programs with native species suited to local climates, and supporting policies that promote sustainable land use and reforestation. In conclusion, forests are more than just collections of trees. They are the powerful engine behind the global water cycle. By protecting and restoring them, we not only ensure reliable rainfall but also secure the future of our planet. Thank you for sticking to the end. If the video was nice and informative, please hit the like button and subscribe. Until next time, stay curious. And now let me talk about the tools that made this video a success. InVideo AI is a free online video generator that uses AI. All you need to do is to think about an interesting topic and write a prompt to generate. In a few clicks, it converts your text to video. This video is actually one of them. It might not be that great, but it's still impressive, and AI is getting better every day. Click the link in the description below to get started. Thank you so much for watching.